Hello, hello. Good evening from the walking trail. Now, I hurt my rib on Sunday out boating. So I have been pitying myself for the last couple days. And it's been really uncomfortable to do things. As much as I want to do things, I know that I shouldn't be doing certain things, and rest is sometimes the hardest thing to let yourself do. Especially me, who wants to pick all the plants and process all the herbs and make all the teas and cook all the stuff and paddleboard and do all the things. And sometimes it really is the will of the universe to bring things to you, so you are forced to rest or just to kind of sit with what you haven't let yourself sit with yet. And I've had a lot of that over the years, of kind of pushing myself too far, wanting to do all the things at once, and then I getting consumed, overwhelmed by the process of doing all the things that I forget why I'm doing it. And the little hair right there. I forget why I'm doing it. Sometimes forget the purpose behind working with plants, doing naturopathy, how I want to support people in healing their bodies, reclaiming their life, and tuning into their sense of self. And there's so much to all of that. And when you get so consumed in the doing, sometimes you really lose sight of the why. What you're doing, what's behind what you're doing, what the real purpose is behind your work. And I really was able to sit with that this week and just kind of not push myself to produce or earn, and reflect on why and what. And I really do believe that when you sit in the integrity and honesty of your passion and why you are in what you're in, like for me, nature medicine, naturopathy, the barefoot naturopath, being barefoot and immersed in the elements of nature, sometimes I have to remind myself of the why, and it brings me back to the process, the how, the path I'm walking. There's a little bit of rumbling and thunder right now. The storm is mostly north of us, but you can see the clouds. There were some pretty incredible clouds to the north. We've had a lot of rain off and on. But I wanted to walk you on this trail because I want to show you some of what I'm finding at the moment. As an herbalist, what am I foraging? What am I observing? What am I sitting with? And what am I using? Now, I don't know if I can flip the camera anymore, can I? Once I'm live? I don't think I can. Oh, there it is. There we go. Okay. So I'm showing the edges. So right there, you can see I have blueberry vein. I'm gonna bring my basket up. So that is blueberry vein, that kind of pinky colored flower. Let me see if I can zoom in. Right there, yeah. So that is blueberry vein. The hard part of where it is there's kind of like a swampy water in between all of this beautiful blueberry vein. Look at all the flowers that I'm walking with. And we have the trefoil. Now, I love to be able to observe them and not have to extract anything from nature. And that's why I really adore flower essences and why I've been working with them more. Because when I first got into herbalism, it's so easy to get caught up in there's mullein, a beautiful mullein plant. Coming out here and wanting to just take all of the things and figure out what I can use all them for. But sometimes that's not necessary. And sometimes I think that is just a disturbance of nature as well, when there's so much we can benefit from with just being with the essence, being with the plants, and choosing them when you need them. That's why I'm not going to have an herbalism business at this point of just mass producing product to sell, because I just don't want to do that. I don't want to work that way. Now, if I happen to have stuff at home and I have someone I'm working with who needs it, I'll share, give a tincture, whatever. But at this point, what I forage and keep is going to be for personal use. And I will share how I create things, what plants I'm using for what blends I'm making and why, how it will support a certain organ system, and how you can do it yourself, because I think that's the most empowering part. Not me doing it and telling you how I did it and you take the thing that I make, but immersing yourself in your own environment, the nature around you. There's such a power to going out in whatever area you have and immersing yourself in those plants. That is how you connect with them. That's how you get wisdom from them. That is how you learn from these plants, is seeing them, finding out what they are. I literally take pictures, go on the PlantNet app, figure out the name, and then I kind of sit with them, do my own plant sits, my own discoveries to figure out what plant will help me for what. And that's how I've discovered a lot of plants. I've taken herbalism courses and they've been wonderful, but I have learned the most by going out and just doing what I just said. Seeing a flower that stands out to me, taking its picture, identifying it on a plant app, and then just kind of intuitively feeling into the plant, looking into herbal dictionaries to see how it suggests usages there, but then going into more of the energetic medicines, the intuitive guidance of a plant. And there's more beautiful mullein here. That's really how you gain the wisdom from the plant spirit. There's so much medicine and beauty out here right now. Mullein is traditionally understood for lungs, but it's also a wonderful heart medicine and solar plexus. It's a really wonderful relationship supporter, heart opener. The yellow flower suggests solar plexus. I'm getting confidence. There's more of that blue vervain, which is lovely. Yeah, the red clover is kind of what I'm after right now. So I am picking red clover because I am currently making a blend with red clover, the blue vervain. So I am looking for harvesting some of that blue vervain, but right now it's hard to grab those back there. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to get them there. And there's really not any on this side of the blue vervain. So, oh, there's bee balm. Oh, there's another beautiful one. So now bee balm is out, also known as wild bergamot. Those little pink flowers, pinky purple, kind of violety. That's wild bergamot. I have that as a flower essence, as well as for teas. And as I have said more recently, I do have tinctures I've made, but I am not particular to tinctures unless it's kind of extreme situations where there's a very focused goal at hand. A tincture is going to be beneficial in those scenarios. Otherwise, a slower process is helpful. Self-led, self-guided. You don't really have to go all in hardcore with herbs unless you are really having specific struggles that need to be resolved quickly, you know, like a life-threatening situation. There's some blue vervain right here. Oh, look how gorgeous this is. I love this plant. Okay, so I'm in the process of making a sacral. Okay, the bugs are horrible right now too because it's been raining all day. So I'm just gonna break this off. So I'm going to be using the flower and the leaves. And I do already have a blue vervain flower essence. So right now, this is just going to be a very soothing tea. I think there's really powerful, beautiful medicine to teas. Just the process of foraging, blending, preparing a tea is so nourishing to the soul. So I lean a whole lot into teas, and the way you just kind of sip a nice warm tea, and as you are doing that, you are communing with those plant spirits. So I'm really leaning into tea for myself in particular, but I will be making a lot more on the tea blends in terms of medicinals or detox work. I really enjoy teas. So do I want to get some of the wild bergamot? I kind of feel drawn to, but I'm not going to take much. Because, yeah, when you pick them, they always kind of fall apart. I'm going to take just a little bit. Those I love. And I see some wild grapes growing here. It's getting dark fast, so I need to get my butt moving. This, I know there was, oh, now it's lightning. Huh? There's elderberry. That is the thunder coming toward us. There was wild elderberry, black elderberry. It's not that, I don't think. No. And I'm looking for sumac. Oh, yeah. That's going to hit me quickly, so I'm going to head back. Oh, listen to that. Better get home quickly because all my windows are open, as always. Because I don't do AC. That's a whole nother conversation, but I'd encourage you to try to go without AC as much as you can. There's kind of a weakening of your immune system, really. The more you just kind of sit in AC. You want to be in the heat, adapt to the heat. There is a healing process to being able to be in heat. You shouldn't sweat the second you walk outside in a hot day. That means that your body is struggling to eliminate. It means it's stagnant and not adapted. It's also why I love going to the sauna throughout the winter, because that helps adapt yourself to more heat exposure as well. Man, I love this time of year. The flowers you can find. I know it's hard. It doesn't really show up well on my camera, but I'll probably come back here tomorrow to share more about what I'm going to use. I'm going to go home and make my sacral blend. That is a womb healing. So this is going to be kind of a key part for the Seeds of Birth program as a womb healing tea that is going to help support in cleaning and purging your sacral chakra and womb space to help regenerate and allow a strong, vital, and nourished pregnancy. And it's really going to help if you've had infertility issues, if you had past birth traumas, sexual traumas, anything that really is focused in the sacral. There's a lot of addictions that have been in sacral and root chakra as well. They're very sacral and root based. a lot of addiction. So womb healing, I feel, is vital for women. And I've been more and more drawn to it this year, which is why I'm making these blends for myself. And then that's really how I create everything, is as I immerse myself in it and use things for myself, then I bring it into working with other people as I support them in their journey. That's really our full circle experience. You know, you learn from your own experiences, from your own studies, and bring that and support others. Yeah, the lightning is a lot right now. So I'm going to go, and I'll be back on here tomorrow with more of these plants.